This video will give you some basics on using Sage 100 Contractor Service Billing and Dispatch to actually dispatch work orders for the day. Here are the steps. Some of your work orders will already have been dispatched as the call was taken and they're already on the board. Others might be lower priority work orders like preventative maintenance or what have you that might be dispatched before work begins, maybe even the night before. So you pull the undispatched work orders from the undispatched panel, highest priority first. Use the dispatched area colors to assist in assigning to the right employee. You'll move things around until you are satisfied with how that's set up, and then what you might want to do is email the dispatches to your employees. Here's our dispatch board. As you can see, we already have some dispatches set up. Brief explanation of colors. The green areas are travel time. The upper right hand corner of the dispatch represents the priority, which corresponds to the color over here on the left. The left color in the upper left hand corner, represents the dispatch area. And then obviously all of these represent time. You can see for today that we have a 45-minute company meeting from 11:30 to 12:15. That took about 2 seconds to set up for all of our employees. So our next task will be to start dispatching the work. We'll begin with our urgent items. This looks like it's going to be about 90 minutes, and we're going to have 15 minutes of travel time. I just pulled this up to get the travel time right. Then I'll go to my prompt items. That looks like it's going to be about an hour and a half with, again, another 15 minutes of travel. Hour with 15 minutes of travel. Notice I'm being warned that I'm about to overbook. That's because I've accidentally pulled up into an occupied area. So I'll try that again and give it 15 minutes. And then I'll start pulling these off and assigning them to Luke. Say yes on this. We'll pull this down and drag it down to the afternoon. Again, we've got about 15 minutes of travel time. Then we'll go grab these guys. I can usually do about 4 work orders a day. And I've got some lower priority stuff down here. And maybe we'll start off with, those with a star in front are subs. We're not going to dispatch subs in this lesson. We're going to give those to Liz. Like so. Give this one to Liz as well. So you notice how I'm dragging and dropping and stretching. As I do this, this is automatically updating the dispatch grid on the work order. Once we get done with this, and we kind of like it, you'll notice that if we work this correctly, that the dispatch areas, like I might want to take this guy off of here, and since this is coming over, I'll put this up here and resize it. Put this over here. And what I've done is, you notice this represents the same area. I have my blue areas together. Maybe I'll put this one over here, like so. Again, areas are one criteria. Expertise, obviously, of the technician is another. There are all sorts of things that factor into how you assign work out. In essence, we have this pretty much done. We have some holes to fill. We'll probably get some calls during the next day, and we can use we can fill up the holes in here like so. Once we get done with all this, what we're going to do now is email all the technicians. And we can either email them all the dispatches for the day or just the first dispatch. I'm going to choose just the first dispatch. And those are being sent out through Outlook. Also want you to notice that there are little envelopes here indicating that those have already been emailed. If I change this during the day, okay, I will be warned, and I can email the technician about the change. So this little guy up here tells me that this has yet to be emailed, and I'll just simply email the technician. Okay, that goes out to their smartphone, and now they're aware of the change in the schedule. Hope you enjoyed this.